for their sake.
So you got bombed.
You're wrong.
Oh god, we're getting saved by her?
The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
Oh shit, man. Let's go, big boy!
No, wait! This isn't over!
Someone just teleported us? We just get teleported?
We're safe?
Columbina?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score!
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourself. And then I Well, I brought your associate along for the ride too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please call me Flint's. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Riri's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing. Let's head back and check on them.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
Uh-oh. What happened to all the flames?
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt, but the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form. While we still know nothing about his goal,
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. No.
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems...
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my... Just kidding, just kidding.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flint's, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point, I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to come with me? There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course. Slowly, I have achieved perhaps his end was tragic. Every shadow born.
Oh, poor...
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right, but we will pursue him to the last. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them.
Oh, what are you two talking... Okay.
Either way, Lightbearer, with your blood, even as we until it. Thank you for.
I don't care about this NPC. I'm sorry, I have to skip all that because I could care less about him.
Hey, it's the Wanator! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
According to some of the older Eremites, it does actually rain in the desert on occasion. And when it does, it's always a lot heavier than this.
Oh shit! She's outside.
What are you doing here?
Hmm? Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Back to all who live in Outcry.
It's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel?
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino... Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others. And I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat.
That's it?
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Oh shit, we're done. Oh.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right! Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka.
Oh!
Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonia.
Oh shit! He was, dude, he was nearby! Dude, Varka was nearby and he didn't even bother come to interact with us. Fuck you, Varka. Oh my god, we're done. Dude, look, we're done. Oh my god, we did it. We did it. Oh my god, look at that. What is that? That's a level up material? Oh my god, we did it. Okay, so I have to say, overall the story is better, and I can see how they said we're going to combine the character stories into the Archon quest. So we got Lama in Act 1, which, I'm sorry, combat with her is bullshit. I hated it. Everything up until the fortress was good. The pacing and the explanation and I understand the story and all that stuff like that. But again, Llama is, I'm going to say it again, she's very boring. Every time she's on screen and talking, she has no emotions. Everything is like monotone and very like there's no variance in her personality, you know? And then they go total opposite. They go total opposite with Johanna. To the point where she's just annoying. Everything that happens with the characters, she has to have a thought on it. An inner monologue with herself, which is annoying. So right up to the fortress, everything was good, and then the combat and Johanna was fucking annoying. They gave you two of the worst characters that can combine together. Yeah, I understand that, Lunar Bloom and Lunar Damage, right? But oh my god, the Hydro Traveler is like the worst character ever. And then again, Llama isn't really an on-field attacker. She can do lunar damage once, like every couple seconds of her skill, because she has to build up Verdant Dew. That's how you do lunar damage with Llama, but it's just one hit and then nothing, and then you have to build up Verdant Dew again and one hit. Oh, it was so bad. And then in Act 2, it was very boring at the start. Yeah, there was a small bit of gameplay with the whole machine and mini games and stuff like that, but it got really boring around the drinking mark where they were playing that roulette drinking game. There's just talk and talk and more talk and talk, and then there's the whole Flynn's framing thing, which is more talking, and then it got good when we went out to actually. And then if I am so glad I left this, because if I actually went and explored all the way up to here, I would have just teleported here and then more talking. But I got a chance to do a little bit of exploration, do some puzzles, and get some chests and stuff. So on my personal record, this is where it picked up, because I haven't explored this region right up until the quest marker. But I can say, yeah, it would have stayed boring. This was cool. The whole horror, get rid of the monsters with the lantern and shit. The whole Alan Wake stuff. I want more of that. That was cool. I sucked at it, but hey, it was cool. They need to do more of that. And then, yeah, the cutscene battles, awesome. Renrir as a new villain, much better than Sandrone, because I can see where they're going now. They're going to make Sandrone not evil and playable. And the same thing for Columbina. She's not as crazy as everyone let her out to be. And she had a reason for leaving the cultists and the Fatui, so it's valid. So I can see where they're going with that. They're like, see, these characters that we did at the very start of Genshin, we made you think that they were evil and all that stuff like that. But I think like Sandrone cut out people's tongues and at one point, and Columbina was like crazy. Like people describes her as crazy, but as you can see, they're now downplaying the characters because these are going to be playable characters. I can see that. And then they gave us a new villain, one of the sinners, which I have no problem. Finally, one of the sinners is actually in the game now. Turtology is Shirk's mentor, and then we have Rhine-Daughter, who is now the Shade of Life. I'm hoping there's some crazy shit that she's going to do. I still believe that Rhine-Daughter has her own plan. Like, she can care less, and she's going to step on anyone. She doesn't care if it's a Shade, a Sinner, an Archon, or even the Heavenly Principles themselves. Like, she has her own plan. I'm hoping that she's still like she's like 5D chessing everyone in the game. And then we haven't seen Dainsleif's brother, and then the others. One of the other sinners I know of is supposed to be like a prophet, just like the Hexadecimal has Nicole. Nicole is also a prophet type of character, right? And then you have the in the Conran sinners, you have like a prophet too. I forget which one it is. But that was the story. Can we end this with some wishes? Yeah, we can. What are we at? 62? So this is 63? $64? $65? $66? $67? Okay. Just I'm doing this for you guys, for so you guys can see the ending. Am I gonna get Llama or not? Am I going to pull for Nefer? If I get Llama, I will try for Nefer. If I fail to get Llama, I am not going to go for a Nefer, but I want to. Okay, so that's 70. 75? That's 75. $68. $69. 70. Okay, here we go. 71. 72. Oh my god. 73. 74. Oh my god, dude. 75. Fuck you, man. Gotta hope. Fuck you, man. God. This is gonna be a horrible 50-50 loss, isn't it? I can feel it. I can feel it. We're going up to 79. We're going up to 79. $76. $77. $78. $78. And failure. Failure. And we're gonna leave it there. Fuck you.